Hey guys, for today's video, I'm going to be swatching all of the palettes that I got recently. Now, these are all the palettes from my previous video, but in this one, I'm going to be swatching them, not just showing you guys what the palettes look like. The first one is the Morphe Artistry palette. This is the 9W Smoke and Shadow one. Now, I know I showed you guys what it looked like in the previous one, but let me show you guys again. So this is the palette. It's really pretty. You got 9 different shades, very cool toned. Now I'm going to be swatching it for you guys. Now, these are not like my favorite type of shades, and I do like cool tone shadows because I do love like my Naked 2 palette, my ColourPop Stone Cold Fox palette. But this one's like a little bit too cool tone for me personally. But I like to have these type of shades because I don't have, I guess I do have a ton of palettes, but surprisingly a lot of them just lean more on the warm tone side anyway. So these are nice to have when you want more cool tone shades. So these are the first. I'll show you guys, I'll explain how they work in a second. Now this shade I was a little bit disappointed by. I thought it was gonna be more pinky, but it's not really at all. It's just like kind of taupe-ish kind of shade. But it looks pink in the pan almost. So it almost looks like a pink purple. Yeah, this palette is nice though if you want some slightly deeper toned, cool tone. As you guys can tell. Now this shade right here, I'm not huge into like gray blue tone shades, but that one is very pigmented. So if you're looking for that, I would definitely recommend getting this palette. Especially if you like your grays that are slightly blue toned. Okay, sorry about my bad swatches. Now I'm gonna explain to you guys the color story. So you have All Hours here, then it's After Dusk, then Wicked One. Now the second row, Feeling Moody, Steal Away, Dark Side, Silver Storm, Nightfall, and Lights Off. Now the Lights Off shade is actually a nice like black. It's a little bit patchy in the swatches, but I can tell that it would be nice on the eyes. I'll do some makeup looks with this palette for sure though for you guys, but just to give you an idea of what it looks like, just in the pan, that's what it looks like. So get this off my finger and then we can move to the next palette. Okay, so the next palette that I got, by the way, I got these all from TJ Maxx. I'm pretty sure most of them are discontinued palettes, so that's why they were pretty cheap for the most part. So the next one is the Zoeva Cocoa Blend eyeshadow palette. Now this one was really pretty. I actually wanted it before from watching some different YouTube channels. Like I know this one YouTuber, I think her name was like Rachel. And I loved her makeup tutorials and she raved about this palette. It was part of her Project Pan. So because of her, I really wanted to get this palette. And as you guys can see, it's really pretty. but I like the mattes in here. I think it has some nice mattes, and the shimmers are pretty too. So this is called the Zoeva Cocoa Blend, and it says it's selected with love. Okay, so I'll start off. This one is, you know what? I'll just say the shade as I do it. I think it'll be easier for you guys. So this first one is Better Start. Hold on, you guys. So it's just like the white shade. It's kind of blending with the other swatches I'm doing. So that's that. The next shade is Sweeter End. Very like soft. Feels very like smooth and buttery kind of. So this is Better End. Very like a light kind of pigment. Kind of hard to tell. You know what? Let me see if I can. It's just bothering me because there's like these other shades were so pigmented that it's like they don't want to come off. So it's kind of annoying. And it's because they're lipstick shades. Okay. I'll try to make it a little bit stronger so you guys can. Ooh. Okay, so this is Better End. Sorry. Very hard to see, honestly, in this lighting. Next one I'll swatch is Warm Notes. This one's very pretty. It's like a kind of like a fiery magenta kind of shade. It's got like some like warm tone in here. It's got a little bit of oranginess, but really pretty. I love that one. The next one is Subtle Blend. This one's a really pretty shade as well. These shimmers are really pretty. I'm talking about the mattes, and the shimmers end up being very gorgeous too. But I haven't really used this palette that much, so I only used it today. Okay, but this is the shade right here, very pretty. And then the last one on the top row is Beans Are White. Interesting commentary, or like, I'm like, okay. But let's swatch the shade. So this one's okay. It's not my favorite, but it's like nice if you just want like a deeper kind of shade. It's a little bit, it's not as smooth as the other ones, I don't think, but it's okay. At least I can see it, which I like. This is it. Okay, the next one is from the bottom row, and it is the shade Pure Ganache. Really pretty, kind of like caramely kind of shade. You know what, let me see. I'm gonna have to swatch it straight on. So this is it. That is it. That's the shade. It's beautiful. I'm sorry that my other swatches are kind of messing up with these ones. I'm gonna do some tutorials for you guys, so it's not just swatches of these, because I think it's kind of a poor way to like see it, especially since my lighting's so bad in here. And I can't get these shades off. But this is Substitute for Love. Love that shade. And then we're gonna do Freshly Toasted. These are like my, I think like what I think are the most cool shades, because they're nice like matte shades. I don't know, I just like the tones of these. Even though they're just matte shades, I think they're really nice. The next one is Infusion, which is like a just nice dark kind of shade. So it's a little bit sparkly. It's like a matte, but it has like sparkles in it. It's kind of interesting. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm gonna re-swatch this for you guys. Let me see. That's the shade. Infusion right here. Okay, we're gonna do one more on this palette, and it's called Delicate Acidity. And then I'm gonna end this video and I'll swatch the other palettes in a second. So this is the last one from the palette. All right, you guys, so those are the 2 palettes, and then I'll do a separate video because my camera's about to die. But I wanted to show you guys those, which I'm really excited to do some makeup looks for you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have a great day.